it's Magical Mimi and my twin sister,
the Divine Krysanthe Mama.
And we have a podcast together called The Divinity Chronicles. You can find us on Substack and on Spotify as well. We are a paid subscriber only podcast. We do have some free episodes in there. The Prophecy series episodes are all free, and you can also find them on our YouTube page as well as my YouTube page. And you can get all of those through the link in my bio. So, given everything that our ancestors have told us about what we're experiencing right now, and them predicting the U.S. would strike Iran, and in the previous video that we did, they said that this is indeed the final blow to the patriarchy. We are witnessing the crumbling of the patriarchy, and I just felt really strongly that we needed to do a tarot poll. And as I uttered that out, my twin was like, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I literally had the thought, let's use this tarot deck, and then she said, let's use this tarot deck.
So twinning. Yeah, sometimes our telepathy really comes through. So I want to do a tarot reading about what is going to come next, because I believe that the nuance is in these cards. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to do. And this deck does not have any reverse meanings. So we're just going to ask what's going to come next. So, all right, Spirit, what is next for us, especially those of us in the United States? What is next? We are witnessing the fall of the patriarchy, the final blow to those towers, and what is going to come for us next? Can you tell us what's next? Okay, maybe they want me to do it this way. My tiny little hands. Hold on, let's see if we can do this. Oh no,
you do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah,
why don't we shuffle it, cut it 3 times, and pick a stack?
Yeah, let's do that.
Perfect, yeah. Great.
First one is the 7 of Swords. So this is the 7 of Swords right here. Perfect.
Ooh. Well, the 7 of Swords is about deception and betrayal, and the feelings associated with trying to get away with something. The 7 warns of the risks and consequences of dishonesty and theft. A young person walks confidently away from the scene of the crime. They gaze their way and smirk with power. They've snagged themselves a bundle of swords. The wolf head worn on their hat signifies a lone wolf and suggests that they are ostracized from the pack for thinking only of themselves. Who does that sound like?
That sounds...
And the pack. That's
yes. Yes, because the Tangerine pack is turning on each other because of this decision. So this is definitely representative of the Tangerine Man and the deception and that he has caused. I mean, that the majority of us, though, especially those of us that did not vote for that, we have seen, right? And there has been a lot of deception, and got where he is illegitimately.
Well, and it even says at the end of this that the arrow, symbolizes somebody that moves way too quickly without thinking, the anxiety of their lifestyle.
Hold on, this is the arrow right there on her arm. So that's what that's referring to.
And then they warn you that getting away with things that you feel you've not earned can feel exhilarating in the moment, but you should think long and hard about the consequences of your actions.
And the thing too about this arrow, it's pointing to her back, and we know that the Orange Man is in this life is paying for the past lives. His past lives, the evil that he has inflicted on the world, which we have also chronicled in the podcast as well. All right, next card is the 5 of Wands.
All right, so this, it can sometimes bring us back to Earth after chasing our dreams with enthusiasm. Small quarrels and arguments are a regular part of life and sometimes unavoidable. This card warns of these headaches, but encourages us to keep an open mind and an attitude of cooperation to push through the disagreement. Each one comes in strong from a different direction, clashing hard as their path is obstructed with the others. Each wand is blooming with leaves and trying its best to get where it wants to go alone. A knotted mess results from their inability to work together.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the important lesson. Take time to listen to other people. While you are working hard to achieve your goals, so are other people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, even if a group of people is on the same mission, their individual needs can get in the way of achieving success. Stop pushing so hard. You will get where you need to go if you back off a little. Loosen the knot and cooperate with others.
You know, this card actually reminds me of what those of us in the 4 a.m. club, the psychics, have been saying, that we are witnessing people that are recognizing that they've been deceived and manipulated, and they're waking up to that reality. And we need to welcome them with open arms.
Yeah.
We need to. We are now on the same mission. And yes, they voted for this. But it takes great courage to wake up and realize you were duped, and to say it publicly. And we should honor that courage, because this card is a reminder that we're all on the same mission and we don't need to fight against each other.
Yep.
Next one is the 3 of Wands.
This encourages us to explore the unknown, to take chances on something new and exciting. There's so much world out there to see and learn about.
Mm-hmm.
We can do so much more than we have ever dreamt if we just put our minds to it and take the chance. A dramatic sunset takes place over the horizon as ships sail into the wild unknown in the distance. Hand holds loosely onto one of the 3 wands we see in the foreground. Each wand is sprouting leaves, and even little buds are beginning to grow. New growth and life are on the horizon.
It's the reign of the divine feminine.
Yeah, they wanted a clearer view of the world, and from this height they have it. The adventure is unknown, but the air of mystery around this new exploration is nothing to fear. Take charge and lead yourself and others to glory.
Yeah, and what have we been talking about? We are still in the rise of the divine feminine, but the reign of the divine feminine is upon us, and this card is a reminder of that. You know, these sunset rays, most people recognize that when you see the rays of the sun peeking through clouds, that it is the divine coming through, that it is source coming through. And this is a reminder that we are all there. We are blooming
together.
Yes.
Yeah.
It may not seem like it, but we are. And this card is reminding us that we are.
Mm-hmm.
The next card is the 2 of Cups.
Look
at that handshake.
The 2 of Cups is such a good. It's like
yes.
probably one of my favorites.
And you can see too that it is a lace sleeve representing the feminine, and then we have this sleeve over here, which is very much indicative of like male shirt dress. So we have the divine feminine and the divine masculine shaking hands coming together, and the rose representing Mary Magdalene.
Yeah, so this is, the 2 of Cups can represent any sort of relationship in this. It's representing a relationship that we have with one another in the collective, in this whole world. You know, now is a great time to nurture those relationships, put extra effort into seeing where your life may lead in partnerships for the future. Take things that are like ideas to the next level with like-minded people, and that good things will come. And the rose, representing like that partnership blooming, in everlasting bloom.
Yeah, absolutely. So the next one is the 9 of Pentacles.
So the 9 of Pentacles asked us to question our relationships to the lavish and luxurious aspects of our lives. That achieving a high level of success often brings higher expectations, increased levels of self-discipline in order to maintain that appropriate balance. High expectations based on strict social standards can feel demanding. So I think this is asking us to kind of question like how we've been operating under the patriarchy, and how we would ideally like to operate under the matriarchy. Yeah,
because with the patriarchy, there's been a lot of greed through capitalism. A lot of lives have been destroyed. And what I see on here, this looks like a feminine figure of sorts, or somebody in touch with their feminine side that has tamed a beast.
This is a falcon.
A falcon. is often referred to as a beast. It seems like the feminine is taming that beast. And so we need to start taking inventory of what's really truly important in our lives and questioning whether it is acceptable to exploit human lives for greed. And I think that's what this card is telling us, and that is what a lot of people are doing right now as we are in the end period of the rise of the divine feminine. So the next card is the Two of Pentacles here.
So the Two of Pentacles reminds us to enjoy living in the moment. Often the process of achieving your goal can be just as satisfying as winning the prize in the end. So I think this is also reminding us to really enjoy the moment that we're in, that every day, from here on out in the, recent past has been part of building this new world for everybody. And enjoy your role in that every single day.
And I think this too is representative of the divine feminine, because we have a giant red rose on her head, and the red rose represents Mary Magdalene.
At the bottom, we have blue waves of water rising up behind them. This symbolizes the easy flowing energy that they're riding on. It's that blue wave, of course. And we've got a lot of stuff that's going on. Whether you realize it or not, you are balancing it really, really well. It's chaotic, but we're all doing a really, really great job with this.
Yes, we are.
And things are flowing smoothly. We just got to continue to enjoy the journey. Life isn't about checking things off your list or finishing the race, moving on to the next item. Just breathe and enjoy the dance. Enjoy the moment we're in.
Yes, absolutely. And let's do one other card here. So we have the Ace of Wands. And this figure has a red rose in her hair with a castle coming out of the top of her head. And then there's
those
rays
of the
light
divine
around the wand. I think is really quite indicative. And so I think that this card is definitely a symbol of the reign of the divine feminine, because when there's a reign of something, typically there's a castle involved, right? Even if it's metaphorical in nature, and that is what the castle is metaphorical in nature. And so this is definitely an indicator of that.
Yeah.
What does that say?
Yeah, this says, the Ace of Wands is when you're in need of a creative outlet, so you want to start thinking, dreaming big to materialize our dreams and our visions.
Which, Nina, your witchy healer, Gia Prism, Spirituality with Sam, and we have talked about holding the vision of the future we want to see. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Hold the vision. Think about what is the most idyllic future that we could have with love and humanity and harmony and hope and joy and virility, all of those beautiful things coming together. What does that future look like? And hold that vision.
Yeah, and so the other thing that it says in here, which I think is really important, is the magic wand appears to be a gift that's being offered to them. It's a tool to help them materialize their dreams. And this is your chance to get in touch with the divine within you.
Yes.
This is a gift. And it says in here, do not pass it by. Now is time to bring your dreams to life.
Yes.
Don't be afraid.
Listen to spirit and listen to the psychics that are offering the message from spirit that is rooted in the light.
Yeah. And if you need guidance on discerning your own divine voice, she can help you with that.
Thank you.
Okay? She's very good at it.
Thank you. Let's do one last card here. I think this is the card to end it here, that I see it now. The Queen of Swords.
Yeah. The Queen of Swords is intelligent and quick. She values clarity and truth above all else. She has an innate ability to see to the root of the problem and can resolve those problems quickly with eloquence and poignant words. She is shown flying through the air. She's floating on a winged sword. Her mind is her key asset. She's cutting through the clouds, clearing the air, making sense of what once was foggy. I can't say that, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
The queen is fun. She's lighthearted. She may be intimidating at first, but she is a powerful leader that's respected by their people for the clarity and objective decision making. Channel your Queen of Swords.
The reign of the divine feminine. And
be direct in your conversations and actions. Don't worry about hurting someone's feelings, as sometimes the truth can hurt, but it's important to speak it. Okay?
And these are angel wings, right? And so, you know, sometimes when we deliver the truth from spirit, it is hard for some souls to accept that. But eventually they will see that it is right, and it's rooted in the light. Also interesting too, she wears a headband, and that's a butterfly. And I think too, we are living in a time where we are, you know, in a cocoon period. And when the reign of the divine feminine is fully realized, it will be a butterfly moment.
Absolutely. And this last sentence here, I think, is really, really important. And it reminds me of your life and my life together. It says, be confident that the truth will bring positive change for everyone. That means not only the truth about this collective moment, but your own personal truth, your life's truth, and your life's journey is going to be the key asset to help everyone. That is why we are here. Not just us two, but if you're watching, you're in this we that I'm talking about is literally why you are seeing this. You have a very important message, and people need to hear it. You are a gift and a treasure, a gift that keeps on giving. So be that and speak with love. Speak the truth with love. Stand in conviction.
Amen.
And confidence.
Amen. And that was a great reading. Thank you, Grammy and Grandpa George, for those cards and this reading and speaking through us through these cards. So that's where we're headed. We're headed to the reign of the divine feminine. And yes, it looks crazy and chaotic right now, but we just need to come together.
We're going to get through it.
We're going to get through it.
Right? This is the progression here. Okay? Now this one goes here. Okay? This is the progression. And then after that, we have this one, and then the gift, and then the queen.
The reign. So we're going to get through this together, and it's going to be beautiful.
Absolutely.
Don't give up hope. I know it is hard. I have been there too before, and I have learned that it is wisest to trust spirit and hold on to hope, because brighter days are indeed ahead.
Absolutely.
All right.
We love you.